You lie. Yeah.
Good morning, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your boy JROCK. We are live in the No Static Radio studios with the entertainment plug. Today is Saturday, July 22nd. I so feel like my grandmother. Like, what's today?
Right.
What's up, y'all? It's a good day. We are back. We were I was gonna say AWOL last Saturday, but we wasn't AWOL. I had a family reunion, so we did a replay. Or did you go live?
I did. Yeah, I went live.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm sorry, y'all. Mr. Slicer was on. I was bartending.
Yes.
So
we had one old conversation.
I was bartending, so I didn't know what was going on last Saturday. But we are back. It is an amazing day. It's an amazing show. We got 3 amazing guests. That's a way to come back.
I know,
that is a way to come back with 3 dope people on the show today. And I'm so excited that I got Miss 10K sitting right here by my side. We finna catch up for a minute after we do this. We finna do a song in a second, and then we're gonna come back with an exclusive with her and international superstar, The Sun. It's always dope to have The Sun on here. I know he's looking at us right now. I'm like so brand new with the technology stuff still and doing the streams and all of that stuff. So I'm like, can they see me?
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't see them. But no, this is really, really dope. And we also have C-MON on the show today, who is actually here already. He's not here in the building right now, but he is here. So he's gonna be coming in. We'll have him on about noon, and we're gonna have some new music from him. Really catch up with him since he has been here on the show before. If you guys have been listening, Decisive, what's happening?
Nothing much. Oh, hold on a second.
She like, hold on. And we got the interns in the building.
7, 8. Hold on, let me see. Can you hear me now? Yes, okay. Yes. Yeah, what's happening, JROCK?
What's good? What's up?
Nothing much, just trying to push, baby. Just trying to push, make it happen.
Listen, when I tell you we pushing,
yeah,
and there's so much stuff going on, and there's people leaving and people coming.
I know.
So much.
For everyone to leave, it's like 2 or 3 that come, and that's on God. That's on God. Listen here. Bye. Okay, bye. Listen. Bye. If you think you know better, you go right on ahead. Listen, here. Let me tell you something. I got a little gossip for you, okay? I wasn't going to let this day go without it, but the lesson in life is that, you don't want to put on shoes that's too big and then you end up stepping out of the motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
Let that be the reason.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Absolutely.
Some people, you need more than 10 in the room is all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got to fill that mother sucker up.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
And sometimes, listen, you looking at me?
Oh, sometimes. I want to start with that too. I want that to be our song. That's what I was going to tell you. Okay. I can't remember. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sometimes, it takes reaching out. If you say you about that life and you say you're about togetherness.
Yeah.
And the growth of it all. It might help if you reach out. Otherwise, you only gonna have 10 people in the room. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Look, I want to drop the mic.
Yeah.
What the hell, listen.
10K looking like, all right, going on.
No, yeah. Hey, listen, I'm feeling
I'm
it.
saying, it's just, I mean, you already know on my side, everything that's happened. And I think more so it just was not really seeing it coming.
Right.
And I know I could always be naive about shit.
Right.
So, I mean, but I mean, I think most guys are. We just be naive about shit. So, when I say I ain't see it coming, I ain't really see it coming. And then I think just the way that it went down, I think I would have expected something more, a conversation. Right.
Something. I mean, right. Not,
like something.
Yeah, and the courtesy of it all.
And I think just because of who we are.
Yeah.
I just think it's just that easy to call and say.
Yeah, and look for me, it's like how long they've been around and how they got in.
Yeah.
My courtesy to it all. But listen.
And then what he was talking about, I'm like,
what?
I'm like, I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
that was a crybaby moment.
Yeah, but it's
listen, that cry for attention.
But it's so much shit going on the podcast network. Like I really been working on that, and I usually speak real, like I usually talk a lot on a lot of the stuff that I'm working on.
Right.
So I know I didn't really, like I hadn't really said a whole lot about the podcast network because I just was trying to pull all of the pieces together. So I'm like, I finally have pulled all of the pieces together. Like the network is launching on the 31st. And
of this month.
Of this month.
Mine is launching. Well, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, like the network is launching on the 31st. The first podcast premiering is Transcending the Culture. And we are, I mean, we're talking about everything. So, like, you know, obviously there's going to be trending topics and that sort of stuff. But we'll have some really, really dope conversations and interviews on there. Mila from 702 is coming on that first show. So that is Tuesday. So it ain't even a week away. Like, that's just coming up Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super
and
dope.
I think it's really, really dope. It's a lot of heads turning as far as just the podcast itself and then the network. And we really don't, like, we don't have nothing like that here in the city. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, if you listen to, like, I guess, like, the major stations or whatever, like, they have their podcast network, but it's not nothing that's based here. It's not nothing that's really helping people here in Cleveland that want to do podcasting.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you have select people who are doing podcasts and all of that stuff, but nobody's really doing it to that level, like where they're really putting people on from the city. So I think that's really my biggest push with it, is to try to do something with people here. So I think it'll be cool, but that is launching, and everything is still going to be up under the UG Digital website. So I'm working on kind of recrafting and retooling that website now so that it encompasses everything.
Yeah, super dope.
Just kind of branch off to what you want to go to, be it the magazine or all of the other stuff. So that's it. Now tell us about your launch.
Well, my launch, and all I'm gonna say is my launch is in September. I'm doing a radio show though, so
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, I'm back. I got some super dope guests. One is who I'm going to see August 3rd in the morning. Like, our morning is going to start together. So one of my first interviews will be with Jim Brown's daughters. So
listen,
because they know me and, you know, their dad. Like, we had one heck of a, you know, professional relationship. So I'm super excited about that. But that's it for now.
Have you titled the show?
Yeah, it'll be the same thing. It'll be Decisive in Sports, because I got a whole lineup, you know, starting in September. You know.
Can I just say, like, how excited I am for you to be doing, like, Decisive in Sports.
Yeah, my family's happy, too.
Like, just for you to do, like, it's so much stuff that you do, and a lot of people don't necessarily see, like, the full gamut of what you could do, because you really behind the scenes and making a station run and photography. Like, it's a lot of stuff that you really have been working on. And you haven't really been able to focus on you for trying to make the station run.
I'm okay with that.
I know you are. Yeah. But it's cool for people to be able to see you and get a glimpse into who you are and what you can do. And just like when we travel and you be doing stuff with ESPN, like, that's dope.
I'm going back to next year.
Everybody need to be able to see that. So, like, it's good for you to get some shine, too. Like, you know, on top of you making everybody else shine, it's good for you to be able to shine, too. Like, I love to see it. Like, you know, I want to be a part of everything. I don't know shit about no goddamn sports.
But I'm going back there. It's already been confirmed. We signed all the documents.
Stop looking at me like that.
Look, we signed all the documents, so I'm going back next year to redo it all again. You know, I'm the voice of First Take, so
I'm like, I can't tell you.
Look,
I can't tell you shit
I can't wait to get
sports.
the
I'm
money.
like, Jim Brown got daughters? Okay.
Yeah, he got kids, period. He got kids.
But no, I think it's dope. I think it's amazing. I think that the world needs to see who you are and, like, the face behind all of what we have. So I'm excited for that. Like, I'm really, really excited for that.
Yeah, I can't wait. I got an amazing lineup, you know.
Yeah.
So next week I'll start pre-recording for those lineups and stuff, because people just like, I'm like, you know, can't you just wait, you know?
That's like the best way. Is like to do your pre-record.
Yeah, they don't want to wait. No, I want to get in there with you now. You know, I tried some of these people. I tried to put with other people, and they're like, nah.
Yeah.
You know, like, we've been working, and even if we haven't worked directly together, like, we always, you know, see each other in passing and stuff. So it just built that.
And that's the thing, like, we're gonna talk some more about that too. You trying to pair them up with other people and stuff like that. Because I've been doing a lot of the same thing, and
I got
like we gonna talk about that.
Yes.
But just to get the show moving, because I know we got more guests coming too, and then we still got
some
Prince
amazing
here
guests.
Video. We got 10K right
we
here.
We got the beautiful, talented,
absolutely
fabulous,
incomparable,
10K, incomparable. Yes, baby. Yes.
We're going to be right back. We're going to kick off with Erica Badu sometimes right here on the Entertainment Club. And we're going to be back in a second. I was in the car listening to that. Like, this gotta be the pickup song.
Yeah.
It's a song.
Huh?
It's a song.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, I appreciate you coming, like, more than you said.
Come on.
You know, my big thing is, number one has been with getting people from here in the city to come on the show, but also, like, repeats. And, like, getting people to come back. And, like, just really building that relationship. I know you do. Like, I know you do. And that's like C-MON. Banshee was here last week. And it's like, I bring so many people on the show that half the time, I don't remember faces and shit like that. Okay. So, like, when he came, he was like, but yeah, I was here. I was like,
he been here so many
like,
times.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We talking about C-MON?
Well, not C-MON, but Banshee was here with, who did we have the week before last?
It was him, and I forgot the other. His other artist was
CC was still here.
Yeah.
It was
God.
But see, that's what happened. It's like I can't remember half of it because I'll be bringing so many people on the show. But it's a cool thing, and I'm trying to not just build the relationship with the artist, but like cut the red tape. So like they feel like if you got something going on or whatever, like it's home. Like come see us. And you know, just trying to build that. So I think it helps, like when people come back, and I know that you rock with us, and like I know you do. So I appreciate it.
Okay, this is how we're gonna do this.
Yeah, this is really dope. So y'all have new music, like what?
We have one new track.
Okay.
It's called Warlord Tired.
You said Warlord.
Warlord Tired. Say it then.
You said Warlord.
Lord.
Warlord Tired.
Warlord Tired.
Warlord Tired.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what did I just say?
Explain that, Prince.
I'm like, now what did I just say?
Explain that, Prince.
Well, you featured the song, so you have to know. You featured the song, so you know the meaning, right?
What?
Like, huh?
The meaning is because because of your love.
I'm about to
That's
say
the
you
meaning.
have to step here.
Because of your love. That's exactly what it means. Because of your love.
Okay. So Warlord
Because
Tired.
of your love.
Nah. Okay. Warlord Tired.
Yeah.
I want to say some shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now what is that? Like, what language is that?
Sometimes it's on.
What is that? What language is that, Design?
So I can tell everybody I know that language.
Come again.
The sun.
Yep.
What language is that?
It's an Ewe. That's my native language.
Arabic.
Oh.
Yes, it's AWE. AWE.
Oh, Ewa.
Some may call it Ewe.
Okay.
Ewe. Yes, but in our language, you pronounce it Ewe.
So in his language,
so airway.
Yeah, more so of a.
Who I said something? Look at me. I'm getting it. I'm gonna be talking tonight. I envy y'all so much. Like I'm not even just
Auntie Mary.
standpoint, but just to see y'all like doing y'all craft and putting music together, like really doing it, like y'all making some shit really
Mary.
here.
Mary.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Y'all really, and I'm definitely speak on that.
Yes, I've sent you. I'm sending you the song. I don't know whether you have a copy there.
Okay, which one is it? I'm uploading some right now.
Oh, okay. Ololotai, the remix version.
Okay, hold on.
The one I did with Kalima. I zipped it because sometimes when you send a song, it comes like a file without appearing in a music format. So I zip it before sending it to you. Yeah.
I got you. Got you. Yeah. Music, you just can't hear it.
Oh no, I'm saying, did you want me to come in, or is it still music playing?
It's still music.
Okay.
After this, we could come in.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, like y'all, like that really speaks to just technology.
Yeah.
And like how y'all can work together.
I got you, Water Tank.
Like, I envy that shit. So like, I really like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, now over here, I have so much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm like, I have this podcast launching Tuesday. So we'll have like, you know, a lot of people, they pre-record their podcasts and all that stuff, so they can go back and get it. We actually do it live. So I'm like, but it's I mean, I've interviewed Mila a bunch of times, so I mean, it'll be cool reconnecting with her. And, it's gonna be nice. Like it's kind of a change for me, so I think it'll be cool. I'm excited about that.
Will it be subjected to just all artists?
No, it's gonna be some of everybody. I think people who are just doing something to build our culture, like to build our culture and make it better. You know, bring in whatever it is that they bring to the culture. So whether that be music, clothes, yeah, music, art, fashion, art, pretty much anything. It's not just music though.
Theater.
Absolutely. So
I like it.
I think it's really cool. So I have her booked. I also have, it's a podcast on YouTube right now called We Sound Crazy. It's with Bill Thornton, he's with Sony. He's kind of been with all the labels, and he's kind of been behind all of like the major artists, so like the Missy, the B's, and he was an A&R rep. I think he might have been with Bad Boy for a minute too. And so he was an A&R rep, but he's like a big label exec now, and he do a lot on the gospel side. But him and 3 other guys have a podcast, so they're coming on. I'm just waiting for them to pick the day. And it'll be on. It's gonna air on Saturdays.
Oh, okay.
But this premiere is Tuesday because that was the only day that Mila was available. So we'll do that.
Interview on Tuesday, airing on Saturday.
No, this one it'll actually air. It's gonna air live on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So this will air. All of them are gonna air live unless we just really can't get somebody on that day or whatever.
Right.
You know, we'll do it kind of around their schedule, but we're really aiming to do all of them live though. So I think it's gonna be really, really dope. My co-host, she does a lot of blogging, like as far as like the reality shows and stuff. So I don't really know a whole lot about most of the reality shows because I be working so much. So I'm kind of trying to get back into some of that stuff and more than just like the Housewives of Atlanta. So I can kind of talk about some of it. It is, and that's the problem. So when I tell you I'm in Ubering and have my phone playing some of the shows so I can see what's going on and actually know what the hell I'm talking about.
You get caught up on everything, what's what.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be cool. Like I've never really done like, I guess like covered a whole lot of the reality stuff and just like the craziness and all of that stuff. So that's a big change for me, but it's cool though. I think it'll be cool. And then yeah, that's it. And this podcast with my son, I've been trying to get that off the ground, but he's all over the place and doing so much stuff. So that may be the next one that launches.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. When I say I'm moving, I'm moving.
Well, congratulations to you both.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm tired. Like I think yesterday was the first time like I didn't even drive. I didn't even Uber until like maybe 8 o'clock yesterday. I did some stuff yesterday morning. Elijah, the Lord said gun hole on him getting another car. So we got my son a car like a month and a half ago, and he totaled it.
Oh no!
Oh no! Are you serious?
Yeah, he totaled it in like 3 weeks.
Oh no! So, what did he?
Going 83 miles an hour.
Oh no!
And I think he was probably fiddling with a phone or something.
Yeah, trying to be cute.
He swore up and down he was, but I think he probably was.
Oh.
And he hit a guardrail, like right past the Chagrin exit, going towards Cedar. And he said he was swerving and not hit something in the road or whatever, but at 83 miles an hour, like I'm sure you picture the car, it's like
just up top.
So like luckily. Like he ain't had no scratch on him, he wasn't hurt, nothing like that. Like the car was paid for, so it's not like it was a no. What's up, y'all? Oh, shit. What's up, y'all? We are back. This is your boy J-Rock. If you are just now tuning in, this is the Entertainment Plug. And we are sitting here in the studio with the one and only 10K.
What's up, everybody?
And we have Prince Nana, the Sun, international superstar, on the video with us on the Facebook.
Live.
Oh, hold on. Let me get him up here. There you go. Can we hear you now, Prince Nana?
Yeah, I can hear it loud and clear.
I'm like, oh, shit, we hear
everybody.
No, for real.
Listen, I really, really appreciate you two for coming on to the show. Prince Nana, like, you have been an amazing support to this platform. I wish to God, like, we could actually have you here in person because, like, the way that you have really, really supported this platform, like, I couldn't even begin to tell you how grateful I am for that. 10K, like, we have already had the conversation, like, in between the songs, like, you support us, and to have that local support is like a really, really big thing for me. And then to have, I keep wanting to say repeat customers, but to have y'all keep coming back, like, I really, really
familiar faces.
Yeah, like familiar faces, like the familiarity, you know, that people get from watching this platform on Facebook and listening to it, whether it be on NoStaticRadio.net or whether it's on TuneIn or whether it's on Mixlr, listening to the playbacks. I mean, we're on so many different platforms, which I'm grateful to Decisive, to Marie for that, because there's so many different ways for people to hear us. And
I am grateful. I agree. Like, I'm a piggyback. Like, I'm grateful that my booski, that's the booski over there.
Listen, like,
you know, like, blood could make us no thicker, and I appreciate the fact that they come back here to share their time with
absolutely,
and
like,
they could be doing it anywhere. Like, do thing, you know, like,
it's so many different options. It's so many options.
Absolutely,
so, like, the fact that y'all come back here and then I'm like, y'all are supporting me, and we all feel like, I don't want to say we feel like we nobodies, but I'm just like, everybody's supporting me in this platform, and I'm like super, super grateful. So thank you for coming on the show.
No problem. I'll be back again.
Listen, and I tell everybody, like, pop up, like, turn up, come up. Like, if like you could be down here and just like, I want to go up and just chill with them while they on the air, or like, when I say I want to cut the red tape, like, and I worked for the majors, so I know that there's red tape. And if you ain't necessarily promoting something, they like, what you doing here? Or what, like,
You ain't promoting nothing.
Listen, come up, because, like, my followers and my fan base and that sort of thing, like, I want them to be able to see, like, the real and the full lives that you live. So it's not just about the new music that you put out or the new projects that you're working on, but, like, how are you day to day? How are you getting through your day? What is the stuff that you're dealing with that you getting? Because that's the thing that people are, like, relating to you for.
Right.
Is, like, you know, that's the thing people are looking at is the everyday stuff and how you get through and how they can kind of mirror that and get through what they get through, because you get
I'm
through.
trying to do the elevate.
Yeah. Like, people, like, when I tell you, people look at that stuff and they look at the stuff that you're doing.
It inspires people.
Yeah. So all that being said, because of course I'm long-winded, so thank y'all for coming on.
No problem.
It's new music.
Yes.
Let's talk about I'll try to think. We said it's a new song and it's called Whoa Lor Lor Taye.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me, and that's Airway. Listen, I can go home now. Listen, I got it. Tell me more about the new song.
Okay, so it obviously was inspired by the Sun. The Sun, he pitched the idea to me. I think this was last year sometime. He pitched the idea to me. He was like, I want you on this track. He sent me the original and then sent me a flush copy, you know, the one that you have to fill in or whatever. And I just, you know, I already knew what I wanted to write. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, it comes natural. I'm a lyricist. I feel like I'm one of the hottest lyricists in the city. So it came natural. So when he was like, you know, I want you to do this song, you know, it's a vibe. I'm like, yeah, it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we about to put this down. We about to lay this down. We're going to do this now. It took a minute though because I'm busy. Like you said, we all have.
That's kind of what I was gonna ask you because obviously Prince Nana is not here in the U.S. So obviously he's where he is, and then you're Ghana. Here, right? Mm-hmm. He's in Ghana, and then you are here. So like, I think that people would already imagine that it's gonna be a little difficult for you two to kind of marry what it is that you do and blend it together and make it sound cohesive. Right. So like, how much of that kind of lends to like the process of you putting it together? Like, how difficult was it for you guys to?
The mastermind behind all of it was Francis Nene. Look, he did all the work. He did the producing. He did the beat. He did all of it. He does that for his own music. So, he was the creative brain.
Yeah. I think it's really dope. Like Prince, can you talk a little bit about just the process of you putting that together and then connecting with 10K, to add her piece and her magic?
You there?
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, can you talk a little bit just about the overall process of you putting this on?
All right.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. First of all, it was this song was yeah. I can hear you loud and clear.
It's probably over.
Can you hear me too?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can. It might be a delay.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you talk a little bit?
Last 2 years that we did this song.
Oh, okay.
That was last year. Yeah, it was last 2 years that we did the song. Kalima had forgotten because she thought it was last year. Actually, the song, as I brought up the song, that was Kalima went to a studio to record a song. And after the song, they sent it to me to listen to it and see how I can also give my view about it. I listened to the song. She really killed the song. And I was like, she's very talented. She has a real talent. So I was thinking of doing a song with her. And she said, okay, no problem. So I thought of Wolonotai. That is because of your love. It's a song that I recorded and shot the video. So I think we have to do a remix of it. So when I sent it to her, I sent her the original version and an instrumental with some of my hooks. I took some part of my chorus and want her to sing that portion. So we vibed online, and she was asking me about the pronunciation of the words. I taught her that, and one day she just called me that she's going to the studio. And I said, okay, I'm praying for her, but she can do it. She can really do it. So after she did the work here, I prayed for her. When she got to the studio, I asked her to call me and I'll pray for her before she starts. She did that. So after she finished, she just sent me the song to listen. And I listened to the raw thing and I was like, wow, she really killed it. So as it's a raw thing, I have to work on it and so that it can be up to standard. And I asked her to tell the engineer that recorded her to send me the raw data so that I can work on it. And they really sent it to me. As they sent it, I sat by my PC, and with the help of God, I was able to bring out that great work or masterpiece. So this is how it all came about.
For sure. And we got to thank the lovely Erishonda for putting us together. She's the one who introduced me and the son to actually do this song.
I don't understand how she does everything that she be doing. Like, she be all over the place.
Yeah, she does a lot.
She be all over the place. And, like, she keep me on track sometimes. Like, she'll send me a I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot. Like, she really, really does a lot. Like, I think that she's amazing. And I said that from the very beginning. Like, we connected based on me seeing what she did, with the other shows on this platform and with Mr. Milligram. Okay. It was just like, I remember seeing her and seeing what he was doing, and I was asking Marie like, who does his booking and like who's getting him all these people for this show? And she was like, Air Shonda. And I remember sending her the message, and we was going back and forth like. Well, she was like, "Well, let me see what you about," and I was like, "I'm like, okay," and it's like it just blossomed into something, and like for us to be able to do all of the stuff like that we have been doing, and then stuff that's coming up, it's like wow, like she is really, really like she's major.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah. So the single, like what is kind of the timeline? Like when are you guys actually planning on like putting it out, or what is kind of like the release?
Oh, it's out. So it's released. Yeah. The Sun uploaded it last month. The Sun was it last month?
Yeah, it was last month.
What was the date?
That was last month.
Okay, so people that want to
Come
hear
again.
it, like iTunes, or where can people get it at?
Yeah, it's on Apple Music, I believe. It's on all platforms right now.
What is that?
Yes, it's all over the musical platforms.
Like, what is that like, and what is the feeling behind like seeing your music like on these major platforms and like Apple Music?
It feels good. You know, it basically inspires you to do more.
Yeah.
It makes you want to put more out. You know, work with more artists and you know connect and network.
Yeah.
Do things like that, and you know it feels pretty good. What about you, son?
Oh yeah, it feels so good because it makes it easier for people to access your songs. When even they don't know where your songs is and they Google it, they just type the Sun X 10K Wololo Thai remix. Then it displays. So it feels good.
No, I think that that's really amazing. As soon as we get Decisive back here in the room, then we're gonna go ahead and play the song. Where does it go from here now? Now that you two have put this song together and you kind of making the rounds and talking about this song.
I have to make a trip out to where he is so we can do a show or 2 or 3 together. You know what I'm saying? So
now, have you been out here before?
No.
Okay.
Africa?
Yeah.
Nah.
That's gonna be a nice trip.
It is. Well, it's gonna be long.
I'm talking like I've been there.
Right. It's gonna be a long trip, but it'll be nice.
Yeah.
I would love to see, you know, his world and see what's going on out there and stuff like that. And vice versa. He need to come over here and
absolutely.
You know,
that was gonna be my next comment is that it would be good to get
land, to Ohio, to wherever, United States, period, because I be traveling, baby. I be in Atlanta. I be everywhere.
I think it's really commendable, you know, not just what you do, you know, as your magic, and then what you two have done together, but it's really commendable just to see like Prince Nana as an artist and where he is, and then how much love that he has over here, and just Cleveland alone, but all the love that he has here in the U.S. and he's in Ghana, like it really lends to how music travels and how our music really kind of crosses those, you know, crosses the borders and really gets to the other people. And there's so much support for our music out in his area and out in other countries and whatnot. But it's beautiful to be able to see not only people here picking up on his music, but him being able to collaborate with artists like yourself over here, because like
it's amazing.
That has to be, I mean, technology is amazing now, so there's so many different things that you can do, but it still has to be tedious to pull something like that off. Like, how was it for you, like, to be able to do that with him? You know, being as far away as
I wouldn't even say it was tedious. The only tedious thing about it was my mom. She was the only tedious person about all of it. But it was pretty easy. Once I got it recorded, you know what I'm saying, and the vocals were laid out, I shot it straight to him, you know what I'm saying, and he put it together. And it was like magic, you know what I'm saying? So he edited it how he wanted it to sound, you know, and then sent it back to me so he can get my feedback on his editing skills, and then, you know, that was all she wrote, for real.
I think that, you know, when people can really not just hear it, but really see the work that y'all put together and that y'all did on this, like, that's going to open up to so many other people just in terms of, like, what they can do and artists that they can work with. And you think of artists like, I'm trying to think of what's the artist's name? She has the song Free Mind.
Tim's.
Yeah.
I love
her. So like artists like Tim's and like they don't have to be here.
Yeah.
And like they can be where they are. And I mean Beyonce had worked with Tim's before when she was doing like the Lion King thing and all of that stuff. But it's cool like to be able to hear, you know, different kinds of music and really see that stuff blend together. Like, do you see you two doing more music together? And
yeah, yep. I just need to stop being so busy because him and my mom be getting on my behind about me not, you know, sticking to protocol or deadlines and stuff like that. And it's just like, you know, I be having other stuff. It's life that goes on. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, like
I try to get it done as fast as I can. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So. And I think Errol Shonda definitely gets it too. Like when you're in this life and when you're in this creative life and you're doing all kinds of different things, but then you have just life itself on top of that, and you got kids and you got it's hard sometimes to stick to them deadlines and really just finding that balance. Like I've been working really hard on just finding that overall balance because there's so many different things that I'm working on now. And like I look at artists like Candy, who she doing this podcast and she doing that podcast and she was doing this show and then she doing this and then she going to do this segment
and she booked till next year.
She booked till she probably booked for the next 5 years.
Yes.
But it's like she balances it on top of having these little kids now all over again because of, you know, and being married, and it's a juggle. And I can imagine what you're going through just based on what I'm going through and trying to balance it all. So I think it's amazing, like what y'all have really pulled together. And like I was saying before, like I'm in awe just the overall creative process.
Yeah.
Like I got family and business and all of that stuff, so it's like it's cool to see it from that side, but then to be able to just see like everything that goes into putting this stuff together and to see people like really following their dream and following their passion
and
like
following through, period.
Yeah. Like I'm so big on the passion piece and like really following what you know that your true calling is. That's why I'm here. Like I was at University Hospitals for over 20 years. So it's like to walk away from what you know.
Right. And then
kind of for the unknown. And to go into what you love, but it's so much unknown behind it because you like balancing and juggling and trying to make sure everybody good and everybody taken care of. And it's like
and then trying to be healthy.
And trying to be healthy and take care of yourself and all of that stuff. It's like for real. This is what it was.
This adulting?
Yeah, this is like I'm so over this adulting shit. I'm like I'm like at the midlife point almost. Shit, I'm so sick of this shit.
30 is midlife now.
Well, shit, I'm so what am I, a senior citizen? God damn, don't do that to me. Like, but nah, I think it's really dope though. Like, I'm grateful to be in the place that I'm in, to be able to really push for what it is that I want to do, and it's like making other people understand it even when they don't understand it. They still ain't gonna understand it.
It's a blessing.
It's really a blessing to be where I am, and like I went to school for this shit, and like I've been wanting to really do this shit for all these years, and it's like to finally be doing it now, and just figuring out a way to make it all work and doing it for myself.
You living it.
I'm absolutely living it, and I wouldn't ask for it any other way. Like I don't want to be with no huge. I don't want to be with the ESPNs or the CNNs or like I want to be right here.
Right here.
Like I want no static, and I can create my own platforms. And what I've gotten here, being able to connect with people like you, and being able to connect with the Prince Nanas and just people all like across the globe. It's like doing it right here in our city. Like
it's beautiful. It's great.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And to me, what you're doing, what he's doing, what I'm doing, that tells people that you could be right here in wherever you at. You ain't got to pick up and move nowhere to make it happen. You can make some shit happen your damn self right where you at. So, like, I love y'all for this. Let me grab Decisive real quick. I'm like, I was trying to knock it up, but I'm like, we got to play this song.
And it's a great song, too. Everywhere I go, they ask me, who is that? Who is that on that track? Oh, he from Africa. No, for real, he all in Africa. He African. That's what's up.
Hey,
like, that's one of my favorite songs.
Hey, intern.
That's one of my favorite songs.
I need one of y'all to can one of y'all put the song on for us? She said it's already queued up.
And we slid it too. Slid the song.
Listen, like
did you hear it?
I ain't heard nothing.
Oh, this your first time hearing it?
This is my first time.
Okay.
This is my first time hearing it. I think it's amazing. Like, just knowing the particulars and where he is and him being in Ghana. Let me quit saying where he is. With him being in Ghana and you being here, it's like this shit is amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. You ready?
Yep, we are ready.
It's on the mute screen. I know she muted the music on the commercial.
I've seen like kind of little pieces of like, you know, how people put their music together and all of that stuff. Like my cousin was Fantasia, Casey and JoJo. So it's like kind of seeing
I remember you telling me
from that side of it.
Fantasia.
Like I've seen little things, but I'm just like to be able to see y'all actually pull this shit off and like do some like
and they have to travel nowhere or anything like that.
Like this is too amazing. Like it's really amazing. If only I could be an artist. I'm like, if only I could be an artist and really pull some shit off and sing. And I be telling people,
you was trying.
I be telling people, I might background for somebody real quick. I wish she had been on the bigger platform.
Nobody can still do it.
There you go.
James can still sing. You can still do music.
Don't tell nobody that.
He be trying.
That part. I be trying. Listen, when you get them good shower acoustics, like that steam from the shower.
Oh yeah.
I got you. I got you.
You know I do anything for you, kick for you, die for you, I even lie for you, I enjoy you. Whether it's breathing or living for you, I bleed for you. This is anything, just ring for me, fly me out. Ain't no doubt, I know you can do that. You in my mind, it's about that time you need to get us on track. Bringing me back to the times you used to look me in my eyes. Butterflies got me high, think I need a rehab. Crazy how you kept in touch, told me what to touch. The love was too much, but we not giving it up. More than enough, filling me up from dawn to dusk. My baby, I'll be a trust, but there ain't no rush. Ultimately, I drop to my knees because you a king. I promise to do anything, including be a queen, to make me see that we can be with. You bring me peace and put me at ease. It's safe to say it's set me free.
See, this is when we pumped up last time. He was saying shit, and then I'm like, what?
Now, Bajani say yo, oh, well, Bajani, Ukasubaya, oh, Ebani Vianima, oh, Maka, you have beat my imagination, girl. I have fallen for you.
Funny shit is like that used
to yeah.
It was like so good, like some of the reggae stuff that would play on the radio, like over the past, I would say like over the last 10 years. So like I can absolutely hear this on the radio. Like I can absolutely hear this on the radio. Absolutely. Like what's the song?
Listen to me, it's on a high profile. Never let me down. Ever since so far. Baba Bonya, none of ya, Majibama, or Nanya Sonia. And then, Agbananya, the Loma, Yata, and Sonia. Oh, Diana. Oh, yeah, no, be line, no, be line.
And she turned her mic back on. Listen, we are in it.
She in it to win.
Listen, Prince Nana, like I love the song. I love like just starting out. I love how she opened the song up. Like I think that she really, really killed it with her verse.
Absolutely.
She's supposed to be on the phone, and she like, I think that she absolutely killed it with her verse. Like I love this song, and I was just saying to her like I can hear this song on the radio. Like how does the song or how is it doing like in your area, like in Ghana?
Oh, it's doing well because the original version was out. That was last year with the video, official video. This was doing well, and as I got out with this remix version, it's also doing well. We even did a video teaser for it. It's on YouTube,
Like I'm
so
curious.
it's doing well over here.
Like I'm curious to know. Like a lot of our music, when we release it and we put it out, it picks up stronger, like in your area, and it picks up in other countries a lot faster than what it picks up here. How is music there when you release it? Does it immediately pick up there, or does it pick up better here in the U.S. first, or how does that work?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the artist that is releasing the song.
Okay.
Like for instance, the Ololotai, I think is doing much better outside than here in Ghana. Though a lot of people are supporting it, but for my songs, I think it's really appreciated outside the Africa country than in Africa. The no, the Africa continent, outside the Africa continent than
Right.
Africa, because you let me put it this way: you have all the amenities. That is, you have all the resources at your end. But as for us, we struggle to the little ones that we have. We struggle to work with it to bring the best out. That's why most of the time, your songs, when it's not being accepted over there, it has impact or makes a lot of waves over here in Africa. It's because of the tools that you have accessible to you. For some of us, we do struggle before getting those tools before promoting our songs or our products.
So I think the big question, well, not for everybody else, but the big question for me is how do we get you here so that you could be right here in the studio and like perform it for us and like do a live interview here in the studio?
Passport.
Okay, thank you. For me, what you guys need to do, you have to give me an invitation. There is a process that you guys are inviting me to come all over to Cleveland to have a performance in any of the radio talk show or any event that no static or other people might organize. Then for this interview, for this invitation letter, there are some documents that should be attached to the invitation letter that I'll present to the U.S. Embassy for them to, go through and certify everything that everything is genuine. Now, when I come, I'll return because most of the African people, when they travel, they just know that they run away. So for them to come back, they don't. So it's very, very difficult for the consular in the embassy to grant visa. for people to travel to the United States, especially when your documents are not up to standard. They can refuse you the visa. So what is needed now is we just have to prepare the good documents and the legal documents that I can present to the embassy to obtain the visa. As soon as the visa is given, I can travel.
Okay. Yeah, we gonna have to figure that out because we gotta get you over here, man. And then once we get you over here, we just gonna keep you here. Like we ain't gonna let you go back. You gonna have to stay here and keep putting.
No, I have to come back. I have to come back. Otherwise, I'll be penalized.
Now I think this is really cool. Like it's exciting and like everything else aside, it's just exciting to be able, through technology to be able to connect with you, given the fact that you're in Ghana and we're here and we can talk back and forth with you and really hear your expression about the music that you're putting together. I think it's definitely magical what the two of you have done and just imagine what you can do if you're in the same room now that we see what you can do and you're thousands of miles away from each other.
Right,
in different countries and able to put something together. And if nobody knew that you two weren't in the same room, they would have no clue. Like they would have no clue. I think it sounds great. I'm ready to get it downloaded in iTunes so that I can put it on my playlist, so I can play it in the car. I think it sounds very good. So definitely kudos and bravo to the both of y'all, for putting this together. So now, like, what is next?
I'm still gonna be working on my music, and I'm pretty sure he's still gonna be working on his. He's a dope artist, by the way.
Absolutely.
Just this song, but
yeah.
Individually we'll still be working on our brand, and then hopefully collectively, again, we'll be back with another song with more music, and stuff like that, and other events too.
I love the idea of like joint albums and like artists like collaborating like for full length projects. Like it's so many artists out there that I feel would like put some amazing music together
if they
did something
cooperate.
If they yeah, and it's and not even saying that some of them don't. Like some of them, I think that they like if you think of like the Jill Scotts and the Mos Defs in the comments, like I think that the three of them, or if they did the three of them and they added Talib Kweli, like I think they could put an amazing project together with the four of them. They could put some dope shit together. Like
that reminded me of that song with Stevie Wonder, Gladys Knight, and what is that song?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what song I'm talking about? That song was dope. I don't even remember what it's called or how it goes, but that song was dope though.
Like there's some like Jill Scott has this song called I Am Music, I think it's called, with her in Common. And it's more of like a jazz riff.
Okay.
But it sounds amazing when they put it together. And I can remember when it came out. I mean, it was like early 2000s because at that time, like I still was doing media, but the labels were like sending me CDs and stuff in the mail. So I can remember them sending me the CD. And most cats was like, what is this? Because it was like another artist, like a jazz artist but he had them two on that. And it was amazing. Like I think that they could definitely do some stuff together. But it's a lot of other artists too who, collaboratively they could really do some stuff and put a full length project out. And I think that the two of you like fall into that category where like listening to this, you could easily put like a whole project together.
Yeah, easy.
And
because I do all types of genres. To be honest, pop, rap,
and see that's reggae. I love that, and I'm getting more into like the reggaes and the soca's and like a lot of that stuff now. So like listening to like the musicality behind this track that you two have out is like I could really get with this and I can vibe with this. I don't know why can I remember this artist's name, and he's like a reggae artist. He was out like around when like Elephant Man was like kind of big and damn, it'll come to me. His name is Kevin something. I don't know. It'll come to me, but yeah, it'll come to me. But either way, like I think that what y'all have is amazing. I appreciate y'all for coming on to the show.
Appreciate you guys for having us.
Now I know that you said that the two of you will be working on your respective brands. Like, what else do you have coming, musically or outside of music?
Well, really, I'm just right now working with children, youth, for this company called Peter James Behavior Health. Okay. So I'm working with kids on their mental health.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
Which is needed.
Yeah, which is definitely needed, especially in our community.
Shit, a lot of people work with some of the old folks. Like,
no, yeah,
like myself.
We do adults too.
Yeah.
We do adults too, but you know, some people are typically ashamed, you know, for getting help.
Yeah.
And you know, they unnecessarily like, I don't need help. There ain't nothing wrong with me. It doesn't have to be anything wrong with you. You might need some stability. You know, in your life.
Stability and coping mechanisms, because you know, like just like you said, the first thing that people think is that something's wrong with me or ain't nothing wrong with me, and I don't need to go. It's not about anything being wrong with you. It could be everything right with you. And it's just stress, and it's just everything going on around you. And how do you, like, some people just deal better than others, but a lot of people have a lot of stuff going on. And like, it took me going to counseling after after the divorce to realize that like counseling ain't bad. Yeah. Like it's not big, and it wasn't like marital counseling or nothing like that. It was just like,
for you,
I'm finna jump. Like I was in a place. So it was just like to be able to talk to like a third party who don't know you from a hole in the wall, and they're just gonna tell you the truth.
And for you to pinpoint that you have, you know, something going on with you, that's a big step.
Yeah, that's a huge step. And you know, I think when you take advantage of stuff like that, then you start to realize that everybody going through some shit. Like, there's a lot of shit going on out here in this world. I mean, from the pandemic to everything else that's going on. Like, people need that help. They need that mental health. And I mean, kids definitely need it. And
they're growing to adults with mental health issues.
Absolutely. And, you know, a lot of times they don't recognize it as children. So it then becomes something worse once they get older. And you being in this industry, you know yourself that the way this industry do a lot of people, they need that. Like, so for kids, for you to be able to work with kids and for them to be able to get that piece of it from somebody like you who is in the industry, and you know, like, that's bar none. Like, that's awesome. Like kudos to you for that, because like, it's so needed. It's so needed. Yeah, that's really, really amazing. And then so definitely working with kids. And then any other kind of projects or anything that you're working on?
Nope, just my music and, you know, just being in the house.
Okay. So the single, everybody can get it where?
You can find it on all musical platforms, from Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, all musical platforms. You can download it anywhere. Go ahead, Prince.
These are Audio Mark and all the digital platforms. Even on YouTube.
You said it's on YouTube?
Like, would there be any, like, will he put together a video for this?
Yeah, actually, we are working on a music video. We did a snippet.
Now, how do you do that with you being here and him being in Ghana?
Yeah.
School us.
Yeah, so same thing pretty much. I did my version for my verse and my hook and stuff like that for the song, and then he did his, and then he chorus, he put it together, edited it. Yeah, he did all of that.
I'm so in awe of the process. Just like, and as you explain it, I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, if she do video, he do video, you can kind of blend them together. You can take. That's amazing to me.
But we're actually working on the actual concept for the video, not just what we did for the snippet, because the snippet, it was just like a rough draft.
Yeah. I mean, but that's cool though, because a lot of music today and videos, they don't really have concepts anymore. Like they
on the green screen.
They ain't doing all that stuff. They just so now.
Yeah. No, it's like they don't have storyline in the video. That's it. Because looking at the previous videos that we had in the 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s, you see that there's a little drama in the videos. So if you don't even understand the language that they are speaking about, you can really tell from the story or the language or the what they portray in the video. You understand? But now what we see is I got money, I'll buy a car. Then it's one way video because to me, I like a videos that portray something, even if the person does not understand the language. By watching the little drama in the video, will give the person a whole understanding about what you are put together.
I think like I think this whole thing is dope. The whole process is dope. Um, I want to see more. Like I want to see y'all put together like a whole project, like a whole album, and see how that would come
Yeah,
together.
we have that coming up. We have that coming up.
Because you just like to me, you don't find it that frequent that two different artists like that's on their own page and they have their own brands that they come together and they just really blend that good. That I mean, like if you look back at like hip hop wise, hell, look at the Lil Mo and Fabulous. Like pretty much everything that they do is like because they meant to do stuff together. Like and it's sometimes it that just comes together kind of unexpectedly. But I think that that's dope to be able to see y'all pull this off, and I definitely want to see like the video. I feel like something else I want to get y'all. I want to get y'all on my podcast because then I can get, obviously, because then all you got to do is click a link and we'll be on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So I would love to do that.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I'm gonna work with y'all at Arrow Shonda to actually get y'all on because with the podcast is called Transcending the Culture. So with this podcast, I am gonna have kind of like an artist spotlight where we highlight somebody that's really doing something for the culture and doing something for music. And I think that what y'all are doing for this business and for the game and for everything that he's doing over in Ghana and then everything that you're doing with music and outside of music with kids, like that's what our culture needs. And that's what this podcast is about, is like really spotlighting and highlighting the people that are doing something for our culture and trying to make it better and not just putting out the craziness that the crap that we see all over the place. And don't get it twisted. We need a little bit of drama. So like
a little bit, just a tad bit.
Listen, I be on it with the housewives, and I'm like, I'm like this shit crazy. But at the end of the day, we still want something that's going to build our culture and show kids that you could do this if you want to. You could do this, and for as much money as you need to pull some stuff off, a lot of times you don't even really need no money. You just need to put your mind to it and figure out. And the way that y'all have put y'all mind to making this collaboration work from thousands of miles apart, like kudos to y'all. Like I love music, I love this business, and
Thank you.
Put this stuff together. So thank you, Prince Nana, for again supporting this platform and coming on. And obviously, I want to make sure that both of y'all collectively and then even separate are here on the platform and coming to support and coming out to show love. And anytime I know that y'all have something going on or if you got events going on, I will make sure that I'm there.
For sure.
Now that I'm really doing this like full time, like I'm trying to get out to everything and be part of everything and come and support and show people that there are platforms out here that like genuinely support you. So it's not just about, oh, you got a project coming out today or whatever. Like I want to know the other shit and what's like, and not even from a nosy standpoint, but just knowing like how are you getting through the day and like the mental health piece. Like that's amazing. Like that's so amazing that you're offering that to the kids of today because like they need it. Like they need it so bad. And I mean we could go on about that all day. But I think it's great. So thank y'all.
Thank you.
Everybody out there, if you are listening, this is still the entertainment plug. This is your boy J-Rock. I am still live with 10K and Prince Nana here in the studio. They just gave us new music here. We are going to go out and play some new music. I'm going to let my intern over here pick something cool for us to listen to. Don't give us no cussing or nothing, because
I don't know what you want to listen to.
She said, well, I don't know then, because I...
Take us out with our track again. All right.
35. We are here with our second amazing artist for the day, Mr. C-MON.
What's up? What's up?
What's good, man?
Cool, man. You know how it is.
Listen, man. You look like you're tired.
You know that type of time.
No, I was gonna say, but you must have had a show last night. Listen, I appreciate y'all, man. It's just like I was just saying with 10K, and we had Prince and I on the video. It's cool to have y'all come back and like obviously constantly support the platform. My biggest thing has been to obviously get the locals in and to get people to actually come in and come onto the show and support and cut that red tape so that you know that like if you got something to promote or you just want to get on the air or whatever the case, or you just want to kind of kick it and hang out for a minute, like we want that red tape to kind of just be non-existent and for people to come up and know that they actually have platforms that's truly supporting them. So like I appreciate like all of the Instagram posts and like the tagging and like just really coming on and supporting the platform and then us being able to show you, like I said, that we really support what it is that you're doing for the city, what you're doing for yourself, and just having a good time with it. So I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you, man.
So talk to me about, because obviously you've been here before, so you got new music.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, like basically the first time I was here, it was a mad experience. You know what I'm saying? We talked about, you know, how global we went with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Locally, how we went with it, but you know, today like a new approach.
Yeah.
So like since then, you know, I seen a big change.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, what do you feel? What do you feel has changed like since the last time that you came onto the show? Because has it been a year? I don't think it's been a year. But, yeah, but almost.
That's cool. I like that. Then.
Yeah, but like, what do you feel has changed, or what's been the biggest change in that time since you came onto the show the last time?
Life.
Okay.
Growth.
Okay.
Results.
Okay.
That's a lot right there.
Yeah,
results.
absolutely.
Because you know, like when you doing it from, when you look at yourself 6 months ago, and then you look at your 6 months later, whether it look the same or not, something changed.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't changed mentality wise and remaining who I am and people knowing who I am genuinely.
Absolutely.
I ain't changed.
Absolutely.
But for the better, I changed.
Absolutely.
You get that metaphor. So.
Yeah, absolutely. What you talk now about your new approach. What do you feel has changed just approach wise?
There's a way to just approach the whole scenario or the business part of it. You know, like the people that you started off with ain't here no more. Certain people like that. You got, and like me, I'm a humble guy. Like I don't feel that you gotta be here. I feel I do. You feel me? This is what I stand on. This is what I'm passionate about.
Absolutely.
You don't wake up 4-3 in the morning, middle of the night, writing lyrics. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I know who it's for and I know who it ain't. You know, you just either you're gonna be or you're not. But I can't depend on it.
Right.
Dependency will lead me to fail.
Absolutely.
I'd rather fail on my own mistakes than somebody else.
Absolutely.
That I depend on. They don't have a lyric in them.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's definitely a change.
Like listening to you talk and your conversation just about like, the overall change and like the growth, like I get it, because when I look at it, you know, even from the creative and like the journalistic, you know, piece of it, like so much changes honestly in a matter of a couple days or a week. So when you start talking about, you know, a few months here and 6 months and a year, like stuff, it ends up being completely different, and you just start seeing how things flow and who does what and who's living up to what they need to and who's not, and like how have you been able to kind of deal with the change, because obviously there's good change and there's bad change.
Yeah. So. And I was like more like balance with it.
Yeah.
Life is balance, so that's a part of being humble.
Yeah.
How do I like adapt to it? It's life.
Yeah, absolutely.
I adapt to life every day.
Absolutely.
You know, so to adapt to how this person live and how this person live, I can't look at it and be selfish like I need to take from them too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I got the power to.
Absolutely.
You know, people use you for nothing.
Absolutely.
Like I told people, I'm gonna be honest.
Absolutely.
And that's the change. Like, I'm watching what's changing on me.
Absolutely.
You feel me? I've been doing music all my life, so what's gonna change in that is how I feel, the emotions with what I'm writing.
Absolutely.
But back to like how people change every day, you know, it's more like I can remain the same, but how long can you always?
Absolutely.
You know, and it's like we both incompetent with each other, like in competition with each other. But I know every day that I wake up and look in this mirror that I was born with shatters, cracks, and glass. You know what I'm saying? Some of that from breaks and shatters you cannot repair.
Absolutely.
You have to just ride with it. You feel?
Yeah.
If you don't like the way you was family-wise traded, retrait yourself. When you had kids, that's your chance of retrading.
Right.
You feel me? My kids helped grow me. So this going on my 4th year sober, all me and my daughter conversation. September 16th will be 4 years. So that's still standing solid. Never went back to it.
Yeah.
With changes, that helped me change certain things. That helped me speak the way I speak now, humbly. Because you're going to do what you're going to do regardless. You feel me? Either I'm going to meet you at what you do, I'm going to leave it all like that.
Absolutely.
It's all about energy channeling.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like, I believe in a lot of things that I know I believe in, and it starts within me.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like, I believe in your conversation because I want you to believe in mine.
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
Like, a promise is a conversation.
Absolutely.
That's what they've been tricking them boys down there in the court system about a promise. Was you promise anything? The felon don't know that the conversation outside the box is a promise. In the Bible, it's called a vow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, this Cleveland, Ohio, and you know it's the same thing. Until we all come together, we ain't gonna see no results.
Absolutely.
And I still feel like you take the guns out of everybody's hands. Go back to Knuckles.
You better
it's over
say
with.
that.
Yeah,
Come
absolutely.
on.
The white man first, the European. Because that's where it's at. That's who's scared. That's what got us at our defense.
That's on guard.
On
Yeah.
mama.
Yeah.
On my mama.
They got us on guard because we
got
got
us
scared.
on guard because they defended. I can talk to you, but is you gonna talk back? Right. Don't take me offended. I'm a felon, and I understand them. I check this. Check this. You say what changed? My conversation. I'm a felon. They just gave non-felons everybody guns. How do felons feel? You get me? We got to stay in the house and stay incarcerated. Just peep me. Peep me. We can't do nothing. Remember this. We can't go around people with a felony. We can't be around people with guns. The whole world got guns. So where we got to go? So where we got to go? Right. So it still makes sense to go back to our admitment. We was born with a gun in our hand.
Absolutely.
And that's just that. This is our world. Quit letting people trick you.
I get it.
This is our world.
Everything we created.
I go up 3 letters, and they all got a word to them. MCP, manipulation, control, program. And until you get that, you'll understand the outside of the box that I live in. And I still live in reality.
I think it's good.
Cleveland is reality. I step out, I go out of town. There ain't nothing gonna never change than the reality I was born from.
Absolutely.
You feel?
I think it's good to have somebody like you actually like impart that wisdom and to really speak from that, from that standpoint.
I just don't want to come from a political point of view.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to come from where we come from, point of view.
Absolutely.
And that's that. I don't want to go no further than that.
Yeah,
I don't want no political nothing.
Yeah.
Because anytime I'm going to talk like that, I'm going to stand on what I stand on.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody going to change how I feel.
Period.
Because what I'm going to stand for, everybody going to stand for, because my people that got feelings, bro, like just think about it, yo. We outside the box. And I speak for all of them.
And I like how you
we are
like you supposed to stay away from.
So that forced me to go get my own business.
Right.
To everybody who believes into what I believe in.
Absolutely.
Because I only talk to believers. I don't talk to non-believers.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, and I can see the light in you.
Yeah.
I know the right and the wrong. Life is about balance, bro. I trust you before I don't. I trust you before I don't. How can I walk around and hate a color of the skin? No, it's the brain. That's what Martin Luther King was trying to tell you. That's program. I love all of them. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say American. I'm not going to say none of that. I love God's people, and that's that. I ain't got none of that in me, and I'm a mixed breed. I ain't got none of that in me. So what changed was my conversation. Because theirs changing. Why not ours?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to conversate with the right people. That's going to change the situation.
Absolutely.
At head. Right here, right now. Why we can't get our feet in the door? Why we can't, If we gonna do this together, why we can't shake hands with the elite? Huh? We elite too. It started with us.
All day long. All day long.
When you talk about Africa, you talk about kings and queens. When you talk over here, you talk presidents and scandalizers.
Right.
Let's get off that subject because it gets political.
Absolutely.
And my birthday 2 days off Pac, so don't get it twisted. Rest in peace to a legend.
Absolutely.
You know I touch the real. I touch it.
Right.
I'm here.
So new music. Let's talk about the music.
I'm from the land. That's number one. And that's where I stay anywhere I go. Atlanta. I've been places. You know, I could tell a story. I've been in a label. I got signed to a label back then, and I sucked that information up, and I came back and started marketing myself.
That's
the
what
same
people are supposed to take.
we was on before.
But
now,
that's what people are supposed to take away from it.
It's money.
Yeah.
Me controlling it and it not controlling me.
Absolutely.
I'm controlling the situation, narrating the whole story. I'm dropping when I want to. I'm dropping when I spit.
And that's the whole goal. That should be the goal. That should be the goal.
Shout out to my team, Benji. Shout out to the plug, Pat. That man been there for 21 years. Everybody I rock with is a V. So I already know you. I ain't never argued with such people in many years. Yeah. I still can cross bridges, but I only will cross them if we can meet that criteria. Because we've been there before. We dream. I was trying to get it. And that's all I was trying to do is give back and help out.
Absolutely.
Because it ain't nothing gonna stop the way my heart beat, bro.
Absolutely.
When I touch, we touch.
I appreciate your standpoint.
I'm from Ward 7. I'm gonna give back to Ward 7. It was days we all took from Ward 7. So when you get a blessing, give back to Ward 7. Give back to your real. Give back to the homeless shelters. Give back to bad. Balance yourself to good. With the devil meant for bad, God meant for good. Stand on it with action. That's me.
Okay.
Absolutely. What music we got?
From the land, YouTube. Drill in the Box with an S on YouTube. I'm from the land. That's just some of my mentality from the city.
Your standpoint is what need to be heard, though. Like
it's facts.
It's what need to be heard. But ain't nobody telling me.
And that put everybody on guard.
Okay, so I'll let you introduce them. I'm from the land.
Yeah,
I'm from the land. It's your boy C-MON, man. Cleveland, and
who is the hour? Decisive.
Should've known I wasn't going no motherfucking way. Bitch, I'm from the land. You hear me? Anywhere I motherfucking go in this motherfucking world, nigga, I rep that. I step that. You know what I'm saying? That Cleveland shit. Cleveland! Bitch, I'm from the land. 36 ounces, we flood them streets with them grams. None of these niggas gon' be me. That's what I stand for. Business protected by any means, lit like a candle. Dropping up the bando. Bitch, I'm from the land. These niggas get killed over anything. Bodies disband. Every day we living is how we live on the sand. Knock you out your sandals, commando. I'm here to let them know what I stand for. Bitch, I'm from the land. And vultures and all them hawks fly. Guys get hit on my streets just like a large fry. All goblins smelling for weeks. We left them all time. Small guy, my niggas don't tweet. We really mob time. Pour from the streets, and my niggas is too. What it do? This that winter cold mixed with beef stew. On my crew, this that fill your soul, catch bodies like the flu. You never knew. I've been spitting gold, dripping Beetlejuice. You hear the proof? I show breastplate so you can see the truth. Show my body open wide, yeah, so you can see my roots. Bring my ancestors ain't hung from the tree upon my boots. Send my shooter to the range, ain't no trouble. Shoot, bulletproof. You should check your fly. Me, I'm off the roof. Broken through this bitch alone, like I'm on a parachute. I'ma walk these streets alone. I don't walk with all these crew. And I'm known to keep it real with the kids, that's the youth. This season, all my people, and I ain't never caught a truth. Try a nigga on my own, and I ain't never caught a blue. Should be real, get him out the pill. Now he think he's loose. This people from another end, cause he ain't introduced. And I told him, when it come to drugs, bitch, I'm in the loop. And I showed him how I really move. Bitch, I really move. I ain't hope. Got some text right right in, so now we in the crew. I ain't spoken, show them loyalty the first time we done moved. From the land, ho. 36 ounces, we flood them streets with them grams, ho. None of these niggas gon' be me, that's what I stand for. Business protected by any means, lit like a candle. Dropping out the bando, bitch, I'm from the land, ho. These niggas get killed over anything, bodies dismantled. Every day we living is how we let on the sand, ho. Knock you out your sandals, commando. I'm here to let them know what I stand for. Bitch, I'm from the land, ho.
We back on this time. Man, when you say dope, like I just think of like the club, and I'm like, I can only imagine how people probably turn up to this, like in the club.
I mean, I'm still pushing it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, but I think it's dope too to have something out and to be able to push it like for a length of time like that, because you see a lot of artists, they put stuff out and then they just gotta get on to the next thing,
It's like a landmark.
Yeah.
That's my landmark.
Yeah.
For Cleveland.
Right.
You feel me? And that's the mentality that I grew up with. So
Right.
It's like a landmark in my career.
Okay. So like where are you now, like musically, just in terms of like new projects and like what you're working on?
I'm unpredictable. I write out of feel, out of emotion. So you can throw me anything. I'm always rapping. Like no, I'm always. It's the passion in me. So I'm always beyond and trying to always study and research things. Right now I'm investing.
Okay.
Within I created a lot of music. Spotify, YouTube. Not trying to just invest and get that money back and become more better and creative.
Right.
You know, it's just trying to come different and touch real life basis. I'm not an alien. I'm always touching a human. That's what I'm on.
Right.
I'm all about reaching out.
I feel like, you know, just in terms of like putting albums and projects and stuff out like that, I feel like a lot of the industry has kind of moved beyond that. Like, what do you feel like you want to do like over the next couple of years?
Come different. You know, I got a different feeling every day. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, bring like skits back.
Right.
People using their brain to draw what's going on.
Right.
That make more people interested. Like it's more like a mental watch time.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
Captivate them like boom. So I'm bringing more of the movie part of an album back. You know what I mean? Like keeping it on like one energy.
Yeah.
Even if you channel, you would know it by the channel because you have like a skit.
Yeah, and actually having the storyline to kind of go through the entire project.
Yeah, like the story. Always keep it a story.
Right.
Your life ain't extravagant. Like
absolutely.
You buy your lifestyle.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
Your lifestyle is around.
You say that. Absolutely.
I'm not even gonna blow it. We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's keep having fun. Let's keep having fucking fun. Stay humble.
Nah, I think that's
first.
I think that's dope, man. I just, you know, with artists today, I look for something different. Like to me, is a lot of stuff is just really cookie cut. So a lot of people are really the same. You know, when you start looking at
when you study the same.
Yeah.
You ain't studying change.
Right.
If you study the same, you're gonna get the same.
Absolutely.
I want to be like him. Everybody wanted to be like Mike, but not me.
Absolutely.
I just liked his shoes.
Absolutely.
Everybody around me wanted to be just like Mike. And everybody know I ain't no hoop. I was just trying to post up and shoot a three. Stephen Curry, I got none of that. Fuck all that. That's too much. I've been watching them do it. I'm like, damn, I'm on a team like just for a number.
Right.
I ain't trying to be no number, but that was how things was. Like, sometimes you got to be the coach. Sometimes you got to be the player. Sometimes you got to learn how to sit the fuck down and watch.
Absolutely. You got to be able to
all
maneuver between all the different parts.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I get that. I mean, and that's, you know, whether it's with music, whether it's with what I'm doing, or like you got to be able to play all the parts.
Just like look at it how you gotta adapt to your kids.
Absolutely.
You know, you grown as fuck, but then your kids may pull you down real quick. So,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's real.
I ain't got but one, but it's absolutely.
More than one to let your ass know.
Listen.
How many personalities you got?
Right.
More than one to let you know how many personalities you can.
Right.
You gotta remember them kids is half of who you fuck with. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Half and half make a whole of them.
Absolutely.
Now listen, I've been studying kids for a long time. I've been making them for a long time.
Right.
We ain't gonna dive into that. I got kids. That's it.
So what? As we get ready to close out, like what's to look forward to?
My new album. It's called Mirrors with a C.
Okay.
Because people need to look in their mirrors. every day.
Okay.
Quit pointing the finger at everybody and start learning how to take the accountability and responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's just that. And I'm practicing what I preach to. Because every day you gotta be real. You can't just say I'm a real nigga.
Absolutely.
You gotta be that every day. You feel me? Because any day you can lie.
Absolutely.
The judge can pull that you ain't a real nigga. So
Absolutely.
Reality is real.
Okay. That's dope. So social media, where people can find you at? Obviously Instagram.
Yeah,
Instagram,
I just put up a new Instagram 2 days ago.
Oh, so 2 days ago.
Yeah, I got a hack out of 40, so that's cool. I ain't gonna have a little harder. I ain't tripping. But IG, I just put that up. At Drill, DRILL _C_MON 93. That's IG. And on Facebook, C-MON space MCRAE, am I correct? Drill Enterprises with an S on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
So new album, Mirrors. When are we looking for that?
I think fall. I pushed it back because I want to take my time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like certain things we was talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
So instead of always being, hard and shit and something, satisfying this part of the crowd, I'm gonna go with a humble part of the crowd too, and still stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in nobody's lane.
Absolutely.
I don't hate on nobody. I see a lot, but hey, actions speak louder than words.
Absolutely.
That's all I gotta say. We all must stand on actions one day.
Shows. Any shows coming up?
No, I ain't. Right now, I'm taking my time.
Yeah.
Cause more likely, I'm more like trying to reach out of time.
Gotcha.
You get me? Like a lot of things is more happening out of time.
Absolutely. Which that usually is the key. After so long, after you done did so much here, you gotta.
And I love the city so much, I just want to expand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And expand more in my own. Like everything I have done is all on my own money, my own everything, my own effort, my own everything.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody say shit. I did on my own. I wrote my own. That's me.
But that's the beauty of it, and to me that should be the goal for any artist that's coming out here. Is to be.
And I have people mad at me, help me with my artwork and all. Like shout out to them people. You feel me? And like Benji been in my corner for a long time, my little peoples and shit. And it's people I just never want to turn my back on. You gotta go with me because I know they change your situation once I change me. Absolutely. A leader must lead.
I love the team piece of it, and obviously you've been here before, and then Benji was here 2 weeks ago, and I love to be able to see us work together and us to be able to pull this shit off and do what we love to do, and be genuine with it. Like that, to me, that's like the ultimate goal, is to be able to do something that you love to do and be genuine with that shit, and move on your own page and on your own wavelength. So just like, with your projects and with Mirrors and everything that you're doing, like you taking your time and you putting it out when you feel like you want to put it out, and you're not on no timeline from somebody else saying that you need to put it out now, or like your fan base, and when people need something new and fresh from you. You got Bitch I'm From the Land, which obviously is a staple here in the city, and the things that you're doing and what you're showing people, like here in the city, like I love it. Like it's amazing. Like for people to be able to see what you can do, because now they realize that they can do the same shit.
Yeah, and I see that. And it's like I be wanting to create with them people, but sometimes you gotta understand you can't draw on another person's paper.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And sometimes
when you try to input, you can turn people into the enemy. Yeah. But some things you gotta fuel off some of that shit too.
Yeah.
Because
but sometimes you have to move solo though.
Yeah, no diggity, no doubt.
Yeah.
Your feelings is your feelings. You gotta learn how to keep them to yourself.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to move solo, and like a lot of times you want to work with somebody else, and you want everybody to pull it off together, but the timing don't be right, like you just said, or sometimes it just ain't meant to be.
It ain't meant to be.
But like y'all have like an amazing team that y'all have together, and just the fact that he's out with you, and like he was just here 2 weeks ago, and like y'all moving the second.
I get. I don't be playing around though. It's something within me though. Like this ain't. I'm gonna just get this straight though. Ain't none of this possible with the Most High.
Absolutely.
I can't. He made me who I am today. He put that juice into me. So I can't. You know what I'm saying? I get everything to him for real.
Absolutely, all day long. Listen, I appreciate y'all. You already know, hands down. Like if you, whenever y'all want to come up here, just say the word, just pop up. Just pop up, or either hit us, let us know you want to come in. Like I'm always down. I'm like I'm trying to bring people in here and platform out there. So like I appreciate y'all. Any kind of final words that you want to get out there before we close out?
Bitch off from
Why do we still say that?
Hey, we
Shout out, man. You already know.
We got new projects on the way from all the SRG Best You Ain't artists, but all my artists is bosses in their own way. You feel me? I'm not locking nobody down. We all move as one. We all think as one. So it's just a movement of bosses. I know it won't be stuff up, but like you feel me? Like that's just how we move. Anyway.
And we invest with each other. We invest with each other.
Yeah.
Learn how to invest in each other, not hate motherfuckers.
Right.
Bullshit will go on.
Listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is your boy JROCK, and this has been another production of the Entertainment Plug. We are heading out of here. Decisive, anything to say before we go?
I just want to remind everybody that if you or a family member or friend have been affected by violence, know that violence can affect all parts of your lives sometimes in ways you can't see. Violence can affect the way you eat, sleep, because you lose focus, for anger, afraid, or even use drugs or drinking as a way to escape. But we're here to tell you that violence doesn't have to keep hurting you. You can change your life starting now with help from the Trauma Recovery Center. We want you to take control of your life. Today can be the day the Trauma Recovery Center offers real help for real needs in real time. They offer services for food, clothes, safety, emotional support, and a whole lot more. So do not let violence control you. You can break free and TRC can help. Give them a call at 216-644-5487. They will come to you wherever you are. They are free. They are 24/7. They are confidential. They can give you the tools to rebuild your life and your health. So call today, 216-644-5487. The Trauma Recovery Center, Northeast Ohio, also affiliated with the Center for Families and Children. And finally, we just want to thank you for tuning in to the Entertainment Club with your host, JROCK, here on the station where we don't bring no static, but we sure don't bring the noise. Make sure you check us out on social media, where we absolutely love to hear from you on Facebook.com/No Static Radio LLC, on Twitter at No Static _radio, on Instagram at @No Static Radio, on YouTube at No Static Radio, and our newest platform, Discover.tv. Also, if you'd like to listen to replays, check us out on Mixer, Mixcloud.com, for continuous streaming, TuneIn.com, live on MyRadio.net or MediaQ, and for all things on Static Radio, including up and coming events, merchandise, and in-depth look at all our great show hosts here, please check out our website at www.nostaticradio.net. Thank you guys for tuning in. Listen, coming up next, we got the Venom and the Antidote up in the building. Real Talk with Reese. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.